Hello YouTube, how are you? This is the working investor getting back to you. It's been a while. So today we're going to talk about student loans refinancing, and I'll just talk about my personal experience. In no way am I giving you any advice, of course, but I'm just going to talk about my personal experience. So the perstudentloanhero.com, they kind of compare just a quick blurb of all the major student loan refinancing companies or financial institutions. So with my personal experience, I've tried a few of them. I found that these two, Commonbond and ELFI, or Education Loan Finance, gave me the best rate. And sometimes what I would do is to see if you're not wasting your time, my approach is I would just look at the range, the variable range, and I would look at the upper limit of it. So if you notice that ELFI has the lowest upper limit compared to the other ones as of now. And again, this is just a quick blurb of it. And we're not going to get into like the variable versus fixed and the terms and everything like that. So today I'm going to compare Commonbond to ELFI because I have personal experience with both, and I'm currently transferring from Commonbond to ELFI. So let's talk about Commonbond. So Commonbond is, one of your major student loan refinance companies. They don't directly give you the money, for what I understand. They actually go through a financial institution. They set you up with a loan, they do the underwriting, and then they go through First Mark Financial Services. So you're going to be dealing with First Mark Financial Services. So you'd set your account up with Commonbond, and then once you're done with that, you got to deal with First Mark Services. So my experience with this company has been pretty good. They're very transparent. I like the features that they can even tell you how much your daily interest is even, and they're pretty good in updating everything pretty quickly, so if you make extra payments in the middle, you'll right away see that your daily interest is getting less and less. For me, I found that like a big motivator to keep making those extra payments and knocking down the loan. There is an incentive with Commonbond. There's only incentive for people who actually are referring, not for people who are new people who are going onto the account. So there's a $200 incentive if you refer other people to Commonbond. Let's talk about ELFI. So ELFI, or Education Loan Finance, again, is another company that is based out of Southeast Bank of Tennessee. And they use, just like Commonbond, they're kind of like just doing the initiation. They're just getting you set up with the, with the underwriting and get your loan set up, and they give you your rates. And then they go through a company called Mohila. So you got to go through Mohila. That's the bank you'll be dealing with once you have your loan set. Mohila is an enormous bank, and they do. So fun fact though, that both ELFI and SoFi seem to be using Mohila these days, and they've also do like they have federal loans that they have, and they have their private loans. So you'll be dealing with their private loans if you go through Mohila. And a couple interesting things with ELFI does have a very generous referral bonus. So for every person you refer, you'd get $400, and every single person who starts a new loan with them that they got referred from you, they would get $100. And they have a second incentive that if you sign up and you do your loan within 30 days, you get like $100 for, they call it the fast track bonus. So you can get $100 for being referred by using a referral link, and you can get additional $100 for completing your loan within 30 days. So it's kind of sweet. And of course, the most important thing are the the rates that you'll be getting. That's the biggest thing you'll be saving. And then just a couple, just for full disclosure, if you do some researching online, so according to First Mark Financial Services, one of the Better Business Bureau, they do have 88 complaints in the last 3 years, 44 in the last 12 months. So no place is perfect. People are always complaining, and a lot of times they're complaints are very legitimate, and sometimes you have to just measure them up with a grain of salt. My personal experience with FirstMark has been perfectly okay, no issues. But again, I never really had any issues, and I've always paid on time. So I don't know what happens if you don't pay on time or anything like that. That's beyond me. I did the same thing for Mohila. Again, they have a lot of complaints. They have 69 complaints in the past 3 years, 7 in the past 12 months. A lot of people I've seen online are complaining that they're kind of invasive for people who don't pay on time. If they miss a payment, they will go call, reach you through your mailing address, through phone calls. They'll even call your work number. They'll call. They kind of reach out a little too much. That's what I've been hearing. And I spoke to their customer service, and they told me that they verified that they will reach out to you in all different avenues if you are behind in any of your payments. And then a lot of people are complaining that on the Better Business Bureau that they report things too quickly, or they don't record things pretty well, and that kind of concerned me as well. Of course, when you speak to their customer service personnel, they'll deny most of this. So again, with my personal experience, I'm just starting off with him, so I don't know yet, but hopefully I won't have any situations. But a lot of people seem to be using them, and they seem to be having, for an enormous company with a lot of student notes, they don't seem to have a lot of complaints, I guess, in my, first glance. But, there's just something to consider. Just a couple of tips I wanted to give you. I noticed when it comes to refinancing, just be very careful that you don't get charged double interest. A lot of times when you have lender A, cutting the check and giving it to lender B, lender A, until there's like a 7-day period until they get the check in the snail mail, till they get the check, till they process the check, till the check clears. So there could be a 7-day period or 10-day period where you're paying lender A, let's say 5% interest, and then you're paying lender B, let's say 4.5% interest, and you're paying them pretty much at the same time. So there's a 7-day lapse where you're paying daily interest for two people. So make sure they're very clear when you refinance that you're not going to get paid. You're not going to be charged interest on the new loan until the check is cleared. Not when they send the check, but until the check is cleared. Otherwise, there will be a 7 or 10-day lapse where you'll get doubly charged. And also, whenever you refinance, keep an eye out on both accounts, on your old account and your new account. Make sure your old account is completely cleared before you just ignore them, and make sure you're not behind any payments. Again, this is just my own personal experience and tidbits. Not a financial advisor. Please consult your financial advisor. This is just my own opinion. That's all. I hope you found this entertaining, and have a great day. And I'll leave my links below.